want to start off with Shen Xiaoting because her red hair today looked really good. It looked really good. I remember when Yuna from ITZY did red hair, like she kind of got like a spotlight for that, and I think it does the same with her. Um, and Kepler, I said this before, but it's like without Shen Xiaoting, you don't really have a proper performance just because you don't have like a center figure.
Jeez Louise.
She brings it though. She really does bring it. So even if she didn't win center, I think we all know when they're doing performances, she's the one. So good job to her stylist day. Don't know who it was, but props to them. Today's episode of Queendom showed the second part of the third round, where the groups are assigned to perform a song as selected by their fans, as well as having interactions with them. So hello to everybody tuned in. You are listening to Offbeat Koreans. If you enjoy listening to our discussions, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. This episode again has quite a lot of things that happened that caught our attention. Dubious, I guess I want to start off with you. Favorite moment of the episode?
I only really had one, and it was Bona coming back. Or sorry, Bona making her entrance, her first appearance on Queendom. I think, we were all wondering where she was, and we all assumed she was just busy with, filming her dramas and whatnot. And we also had a lot of questions as to what kind of impact she would have when she came back. But the show like really highlighted her too, like almost like a homecoming for an actual queen. They showed like clips of 2521 a lot. They mentioned her character from the show, and I think she helped Woo Sung's or Cosmic Girl's performance quite a bit. So she was, I think, what stood out to me from the episode most.
BM, how about you? Favorite moment of the episode?
I think my favorite moment of the episode was. So this isn't my favorite performance, I think. But it was just nice seeing like the Kepler girls pick it up. There's a lot of members in Kepler that I like Chaeyeon, Youngun, like Mashiro,
Yeah.
So it was really nice seeing like at least feeling a little bit impressed by their performance in the show,
Yeah.
I think I've been like pretty openly critical about how I wasn't really enjoying their performances.
Yeah, I think we all were, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was probably my favorite moment. If I had to choose, it was Youngun's big part in the song.
No, I think the girls knew that too. Like they didn't cry, just randomly. They like kind of knew the reactions they were getting, and the stress just kind of came onto them. And I think the fans kind of like tackling that in that conversation really brought it home. Because it's true, I don't think most of the audience remember their performances as well as other groups. But I think they were able to get that kind of like arc, especially with this performance. And actually, going on to performances, I wanted to ask you guys your thoughts to the choice of the songs, as well as the physical performances itself. Starting off with The Boys by Kepler, BM.
I didn't like the track remix. I didn't like how they changed the song. I mean, I know it's a remix, but like, I didn't like the changes to the song, I guess. First of all, but some moments were really cool, like how they were, what's it called, Death Eaters in the beginning, basically.
Oh, yeah.
And then the big wings that weren't digital, they were actually like
yeah, they're practical.
Yeah, they're sculpted. Yeah. They're sculpted. And that was really cool. But overall, just I think they covered the song well vocally. There were a lot of like bright moments, like Chaeyeon. I think had a really impactful performance. Same with Taeyeon and like Youngun, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for me personally. I just thought like it was really nice seeing them like impress me, as I mentioned before. Just really make an impact, in my mind. Just being memorable. I thought that was just really nice. And really just heartwarming because I like these girls, like I want to like root for them and I want for them to be successful. So yeah, I enjoyed the performance too. Yeah, those are
Dubious.
probably my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is personally for me their best performance on the show as of yet. I thought, well, for starting with the song choice, you know, it's hard for them. Like, they were they're the only group out of the three that performed today that covered a different song that wasn't theirs, right? And I think it makes sense. I mean, it's kind of hard to sing any of their songs, especially ones that like the general audience would know, right? So I was okay with them covering The Boys, and I think they covered the song pretty well. I think if anything, we've complimented them on their energy in every performance, but like that was about it, right? But this time around, I felt like they combined their energy and added other aspects to it to make the performance very engaging and cool. It wasn't simply like, oh my gosh, like this is a energetic performance. It was like, oh, that was a cool performance. They had props like BM mentioned. The wings at the end was like really cool. I thought it was like background image, but then the more I looked at it, I was like, wait, actual people are like holding those pieces up.
And then like they rotated it too, like on wires.
Yeah, yeah, they and like it was like a cascading effect too, right? Like it wasn't like simply like all digital.
Yeah.
I shout out to Youngin. I thought she did very well in this performance. And I think maybe I don't know if it was the cameraman who just did a better job this performance, but like a lot of the members got highlighted very well. I think.
It was a very like nice distribution.
Yeah, and it was like it like focused on individual girls, and I think it helped so that like the performance didn't just seem like a choreography like cover. So I liked this performance from them. Like BM mentioned, I was happy for them. Like I wanted them to do well on the show. And I think this is their best performance as of yet.
Yeah.
I think the more I see Kepler, I think the more Youngin becomes like my favorite in the group.
Oh, interesting. Going from
Yeah.
Cheon to Youngin more.
I think it's pretty close, like A and B maybe. But
Oh, so she's
I
your
don't know.
bias.
I just think Youngin's like just very like very memorable. Whenever I see Kepler performances.
Interesting.
And I also did want to mention I unironically like The Boys. I know dubious
The song?
Yeah. But the chorus I really like. I think it's really fun. The
F you.
girls' generation make you that part.
I did not
Dubious
like that
loves
song.
that.
I did not like the song.
Next group, Viviz, covered their debut song "Bop Bop," which I actually personally like. The song was also the one where we had Eunha moving the crown from Uju Sonyo's locker to theirs. If you guys remember that scene, that was kind of funny. Dubious, what did you think about this performance?
So I think BM mentioned this earlier, but and I think we mentioned it earlier on, but we all like the song, and we were hoping they would cover it like in the earlier stages, which they didn't do, right? And so I think we were all like kind of waiting for them to like one day cover it, and so that's what I was slightly scared. I was like, maybe they just built up the anticipation a little too much. Like with Brave Girls, like they just did Rolling Rolling on the first stage and just got over with, right?
Right.
And so that was what I was slightly scared of, and I was like, oh man, what if it's boring again? But I can thankfully say that for me as well, personally for me, I think this was their best performance like so far on the show. There was just a lot of there was so many aspects of the performance that I think was well done. I think the theme that they set of like the like high teen cheerleader football kind of thing was very fun.
It fits them too.
Yeah, I think it fit them. I think the girls look good in their outfits and makeup. I thought the prop usage was well done. Let's see. I think they changed up the choreo and stuff like that. I don't exactly know the Bop Bop choreo, but it seems like when they were practicing it, it seems like they tried to do it differently so that they weren't just doing the regular Bop Bop performance. And it's similar to most other VV's performances. They highlight a lot of the individual girls in like separate shots. I thought it was well done. Like I liked the song itself, and I thought it was a good rendition, and it was just fun to listen to. And they added some high notes to it too. So no complaints from me. I thought this was their best performance as a date.
Mm. Yeah.
So starting with the track,
Mm.
it's a remix, right?
Yeah.
It's not the original, right?
No.
I don't like it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Original's better, in my opinion.
Okay.
Second point, I am not a fan of drum lines at all. Drum lines,
I mean, that's fair. That's
band line
fair.
percussion, I don't like it. I don't like the concept either. I think the concept's dumb.
Dang. Then you would have hated after school's Bang.
Third point, I thought the choreo, it was almost like they weren't dancing, in my opinion.
Ooh.
If I'm
Oh.
like if I'm recalling from my memory right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a single like choreo part.
Ooh, my man's out here.
Aside from the EDM dance break, I didn't like that either.
Ooh.
It didn't feel intentional enough. It felt so stagnant, not stagnant, like so startlingly different from the actual song.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't feel like a meaningful contrast. It just felt like thrown in
And
there.
shoehorned in.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
I don't like that. I don't think every song needs a dance break, especially a song like Bop Bop.
Right.
And I love the song too. But I think individually the girls did well, you know. I think Una did really well on her parts, especially the high note. I actually didn't know like most of the pre-chorus was Umji, but I think she did great.
Yeah.
And like Sumi did great on the chorus and stuff. So it's not really my issue isn't really with the technical skills or like their talent. It's more so like the creative direction of the song and the concept that they chose. I didn't like it. The only part of the song concept wise I liked was probably the crown thing.
Oh, where she moves it off the locker.
Yeah. Because like I like a healthy amount of spice, you know.
Right.
But other than that, I didn't really agree with like the creative direction of this like performance.
Yeah, my man's hurt.
But I want to clarify that I'm only saying that because I actually care about Viviz, you know. Like if I didn't care, I wouldn't have an opinion. But I like Viviz, and I really like the song too. I listen to it almost every 2 days, probably.
Guys, this guy's a hater. Get him.
Yeah.
in my one playlist of like 20 songs, Bop Bop is in there.
DM, going on to that actually, the group with your most favorite girl, not Bona. Bona was pretty much the center of today's attention. But Exy got a lot of screen time today. Want to ask you your thoughts on Uju Sonyo's performance in their song choice.
Okay, so as usual, speaking on the title, sorry, not the title, the track itself.
Pantomime. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the song Pantomime. I think it's just whatever. Mainly for the chorus. I don't like the chorus too much, but I thought their performance was so pretty. It was so beautiful. It was like mesmerizing. My only qualm with their performance is probably their styling. I'm not a huge fan of like the flapper dresses and like the 20s style
I see.
suits and like vests. I'm not a huge fan of that aesthetic. I don't know why like the 20s are such a romanticized like era, but that was my only qualm with the performance. But I thought they did really well. Like it shocked me. Like not because I thought Uju Sonyo was going to do poorly, but just like I don't know, it just hits you like wow, you know, especially with the visuals in the back. I thought the aesthetic was so pretty. I was just like at a loss for words at how beautiful I thought the set was. But I thought like overall, Uju Sonyo did a very, very, very good job on their performance.
Yeah. No, they're like they use like this digital screen to like have like 2 layers I thought that was actually very well incorporated. They kind of used the concept of like theatrics, which Luna kind of did. So I don't know if they took a bit of inspiration from there, but just saying that tends to work out pretty well. Dubious, how about you?
I mentioned that I thought Kepler and Viviz had like their best performance of the day, and I thought Uju Sonya was the same. I thought this performance was the best I've seen of them up to date. I think BM covered a lot of stuff, so I guess I'll focus on other things I liked. I thought Bona's influence in this performance was pretty big, and I don't know if it just all lined up well, or if she actually, was had an impact that we all felt subconsciously. She opened up the song well. I think the little effects that they did with the hologram through the kind of like floating sheets was very pretty. I thought it was one of those performances where at the end you're just like, man, like, whew, like the amount of things that they fit into one performance is kind of crazy. And thankfully it didn't feel like messy. And I think that might be, maybe some people might feel that way. Some people might be like, oh man, like they should have focused on a couple things, they shouldn't have done all this stuff. But to me, I was just like, that felt like a cohesive experience. And thankfully, unlike other Wujusona performances I felt in the past, like this was not boring at all. I thought this was just really fun to watch, and I was 100% focused throughout the whole time. I thought the girls looked great. I think Bona brought a fresh breath of air to Ujusanya, and like even their confidence. Like I think in the background or pre-performance they were showing like the preparations, right? And she was like helping all the other members, giving them words of affirmation, and I thought it was great for them. I think this performance was just positive for them in general.
Yeah, dude, Bona did a good job too.
Yeah, no, she did. No, I was looking for her throughout the whole performance. I was like, dude, freaking that's my fencer, dude.
I mean, she had her part.
That's
right?
my fencer.
She had her big part too.
Yeah.
No, I thought it's funny. I took this snip because it was so clear that like Pona's a center. Like, look, she even has like her own chair, like an elevator chair. It's like elevated too.
Yeah.
Look, her
I think the girls kind of did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because like she's been out, so like I think they felt like she needed, she deserved some time to get some air, and some focus.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, going on to the teaser for the next episode, it seems like it does not go well for Brave Girls. I don't know if you guys saw, but these girls just start gasping. It seems like we always talk about how we're worried for Brave Girls and we wish they could do well, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It doesn't seem like that.
Wait, could I hear all the rankings for today's performances?
The rankings did not come out yet.
No, as in like our personal rankings.
Oh, ranking. Yeah, sure, we could do that. BM, do you want to go first?
Of the performances today?
Just from today. Yeah.
Oh.
And be careful because last time freaking Insider got confused and we got creamed in the chat.
And you guys got slaughtered.
This time I'll name it.
Yeah, just name it. Yeah.
It's not as confusing. Oh shoot.
I can go first while you think about it.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay. This kills me too because, so I want to preface by saying I think all three performances today, for me personally, was their best performance individual or respectively, right? So for me, it came really down to like just small little details that I feel like are worth mentioning. And so like this isn't like, oh my gosh, like Team A is so much better than Team C, or its first team is so much better than like the third team. It's just they're very close, but just off the cuff, I think it was Cosmic Girls, who just on her first.
Oh, interesting.
Viviz, Bop Bop second, and Kepler the boys third. That's how I would rank it.
Wow. Okay. BM.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. Kepler first.
Okay.
Insanely close second, Ujusonya.
And
then Viviz.
Wow. Okay.
I want to say I want to say I didn't put Viviz third because I thought they're bad. I thought just relative to the competition, they didn't meet my expectation, especially given that it was a song I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be, for me personally, Kepler, very, very close, 우주소녀, and then Viviz.
Yeah, no, I would agree. My rank's the same with BM. Kepler first.
Really, you guys
Cosmic
both thought
Girls.
Kepler was first.
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
I think at least from a dance perspective, it was superior to the others.
For me, it's just I thought they did a very, very good job of like a very well-known song, you know,
Yeah.
that had like some expectations to it.
I didn't know this was a dance performance insider, but go ahead. I didn't know this was a unit performance. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it always comes down. A lot of it comes down to dance, because I feel like that's what's memorable too. It's like we could talk about vocals, but it's like stage presence usually comes down to like dance. But that's for another day. But yeah, continuing on to what I was saying, the teaser episode does not seem to go well for Brave Girls, but we'll be seeing the other 3 performances, including Luna, so have your expectations high. Comment down below what you thought about episode 8, who you have been following on Queendom, as well as any other ideas you want us to react to. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.